Hey guys, it's me, Optimus Philip, and in case you haven't been following my Tumblr, I've been way into Five Nights at Freddy's. And of course, I was awaiting what MatPat, the game theorist himself, had to say about Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And when it came out, I was on board with it, until he made his case about the killer being Phone Guy. Don't get me wrong, I do like Game 3, and I do agree with all of his points in the theory, except for this one. Allow me to break down any holes and contradictions in his claims to show you what I mean. His first bit of evidence is the evidence he presented back when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out, that the killer seems to like Foxy, the phone guy hates the puppet, an animatronic haunted by the killer's first victim, and that the killer is holding something that kinda looks like a phone. This evidence was kind of flimsy before, and here, one piece just crumbles under a contradiction. Earlier in the theory, he states that he was mistaken when he said it was a phone.
Equipped with not a phone, but rather something to help him tamper with the animatronics. Not a phone.
He says that it's some type of hacking device that the killer used to tamper with the animatronics. And yet here he says he still thinks it's a phone. As for the rest of the evidence, it's still kind of flimsy. For one, by the logic of Purple Guy liking Foxy making him Phone Guy, you're saying that a large majority of the fan base could be the killer since Foxy is pretty much everyone's favorite. Also, the killer may not be smiling because of Foxy, but because he's a sadist and he just killed 5 kids. This pretty much also applies to the puppet since a lot of people find it creepy. So yeah, those are invalid. MatPat's next piece of evidence is that Phone Guy is the only person who knows about the safe room. Okay, that's just stupid. He says that anyone who joined the staff after the safe room in Spring Bonnie was sealed off and the old restaurant wouldn't know about it. I guess he just forgot the fact that, the killer started killing before the room got sealed off. And clearly there were more people who knew about the safe room and how to work the spring suits than just Phone Guy and the performers who later became the Shadow animatronics, since Phone Guy still left training tapes after those performers got killed. He also mentions the argument that Phone Guy knew better than to use such a dangerous suit and rebuts, saying that he knew how to operate it safely, but hadn't taken into account the rain that was seeping in and moistening the air because he hadn't encountered the problem since the building used to be so well maintained. However, Purple Guy is clearly shown to be laughing in the suit, and Phone Guy was the one who said that you should not breathe on the spring locks. If Phone Guy were the killer, he should know better. He also rebuts the argument that Phone Guy dies in the first game and yet the animatronics are still possessed, stating that FNAF 1 is the aftermath of the bad ending where the ghosts return to the animatronics and they'll stay there until freed 30 years in FNAF 3, when the good ending is reached. That's a good point. However, he fails to take into account that the animatronics get dismantled in the minigames and are still in pieces by FNAF 3. If the animatronics are still in pieces after Purple Guy dies and are never put back together, which the decorations of FNAF 3 seem to imply, how could they still be in one piece after Phone Guy dies if he's the killer? His final point is that the Phone Guy says he'll try to hold out in the back room and tells the player to check the suits and empty heads back there, stating that he's referring to the safe room and how he's going to hold out there until getting released in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Here's the problem. He's not talking about the safe room, he's talking about the backstage room. How can I tell? If he were talking about the safe room, he'd have to give better directions since Mike wouldn't know where it is. Also, he mentions the empty heads, which are present backstage, whereas the safe room is, as far as we know, reserved for the spring suits. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the Phone Guy is not the killer in the game, but hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that big red button that says subscribe. You know you need to, because it's red. Actually, if you do subscribe, don't expect a whole lot of game theory responses, since that's not a lot of what I do here. In fact, there's a chance I may never do another one of these again. But hey, if you like Transformers and other nerdy stuff, including Five Nights at Freddy's, then this is the channel for you. And hey, if enough people want it and I can get enough money on Google Play, I may even end up doing some Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Plays. I'd also like to point you to the Metal Blade 5's video. He makes some good points I hadn't even thought about and goes a little more in depth with some of the ones I made. He also focuses on the entire theory instead of just the Purple Guy part. Also, if you like CinemaSins parodies and still crave more disproving, check out this other great response. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to follow me on social media, feel free to rate or comment, and I'll catch you whenever.